Ah, so we are.
Ross, can you hear me?
Yes.
Just blow my engine.
Video wants to update some drivers.
What's that, you want a sim race? No, 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 no. Do this or that.
Poor buddy. Oop. Oh, it's fine. I'm not a weirdo. Oh, the camera loves watching you just hanging out in the pits.
Hey.
Yep. What do you want? Do you need to go
Well, I've
outside?
got my cool little Castrol livery.
It was from
my
in the car. Can you go outside? Nope. That wasn't a very strong response. No, I don't have any more Cheez-Its. Alright, well, while that one's loading back up.
Turn down my engines now. I should be able to hear people better.
Beaches. Come on, get in there. What? Let's see. Alright, what setup is going to work best?
I started with my Nordschleife, but then I don't really have much else.
You don't think Goodwood works?
Well, I didn't race this at Goodwood. I was in the Alpine both times, I think.
What? What? Do you need to go outside? I guess that's probably yes then. Hold on. Let me at least get on the track to know that I can. That was how it was at the Trans Ams. Come on. That was even worse than the Trans Ams. God, this thing is just lockup city. All right, dog.
It make it sound like his fault.
It is his fault. Because I tried letting him out earlier, like not even 10 minutes ago. And he's like, no, I don't want to go.
But he
Probably
wants
should
to
just
go
get his-
now.
Yeah. Oh, and now all the cats want to go out. Go on, have fun. It's only just above freezing.
$21 down here today, so I'm happy.
It's almost 21 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, this is like mild spring weather.
I mean, I guess it's 39 F. It's still like, 6, 7 degrees here.
Or it's going to continue to drop. If it's a clear night, it'll probably drop until 4 or 5 a.m.
And
Just
even the
straining
middle of
our-
winter for you guys yet either.
What are you doing? Are you gonna poop?
It's too much information, bro.
It's just like dancing around out there, barking at the neighbor's dog. We don't have time for this, Goomba. Just get- You have found a nice and lovely warm spot up there, I see.
Rob, did you consider? Seems like your car landed on top
I don't think it's not me. I should be in the pits.
Yeah, well, I mean in the pits.
Uh,
It looks like your car's wrecked, sorry.
I have no comment. Just wandering around, taking a piss on things. Thank you for making sure to bother me right now to do this. Could have done it any time before.
You know he loves it, you're watching him too.
gonna turn the hose on him. He's not gonna love that. I'm not the only one watching. The cat is out there. He thinks this is a great thing. Both cats now.
Probably having the conversation, going, hey, does he know what time it is?
Yeah.
Either that, or because they're cats and they love being inconvenient, they're probably going, hey, look, the dog's doing it this time.
Yeah. I don't know. They both love him. For whatever reason, they...
Probably
One will
this
just-
reason.
I mean, he'll when they see him pooping, at least the one, he loves to just go up to him and like start rubbing on him. It's like you're very vulnerable right now. Let's have a cuddle. It's because we have leaves down, so he's like, oh, let me go ahead and sniff everything.
Everything is new, I forgot about it.
Oh, you don't like it when I teach you eating snacks when you can't come in the house. Okay. All right. Oops. Is this thing not... It is.
43. Yeah, all the runoff here is very June. June, Dan June. So I went June.
I still don't understand what you're saying, but I guess that's okay.
The sand dunes, you know, all the big hills. Well, not hills, bumps.
Sand.
And I'm now
dunes.
flying over.
Now I understand.
They're the ones that turn 1, turn 3.
Damn.
They're the worst. And the long lefts along the back of the circuit, those ones annoy me too.
This thing just does not stop.
Always kidding me.
What's up? Racing in Bridgehampton.
The Kirby and a Ferrari? Fun time.
It's alright, I didn't need points anyway.
I've definitely given up on the whole idea of points by this point. 5-car change?
You should let us try all the cars.
You can try all the cars.
I know we can try it.
It's true.
Yeah, I wish points were tied to a specific car you choose at the beginning. I think the reason is to prevent people from always hopping into the most competitive car in each round, but at the same time, we talk about CMS not being about a super competitive place, so
These are Georgia sports cars you're talking about, so
Yeah, he's just he shouldn't be saying lines like that though.
adjust my gearing.
I don't know where I am.
It's fine. You want to brake somewhat earlier than you think you do for this corner.
I meant to make that pass a little bit better, but then a corner appeared.
Yeah, there's not much of a pace difference between the Div 1s and Div 2s.
That's because by the time you get your...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Sorry, Scar. I had to stop in the weeds to take a leak.
All good. As long as you didn't do that on the car, it's all fine.
It's like another track for me to piss off the Div 1-2s.
Fucking what
Oh,
the hell's
yeah.
going on over there, Light?
Until the first stop.
Apparently my desk light is just having its own little rave over in the corner. It's extremely distracting. What's going on?
Oh man, the skateboard just came out. I'm really gonna piss off Ben here.
Yeah.
This is not a Corvette track.
It's not. Fuck you, desk light. Yeah. All right. Let's take our final down. 2 clicks.
That's gonna be so much worse at Lemus.
I know, right?
Who designed that pit exit? So it's almost the 50s or something.
Alright, I'm under 150.
Oh, come on, you bag of crap.
I slept on it and then had a skateboarder chase earlier. So I found 6 seconds, 4 seconds over what I was doing last night.
I bet.
This feels like worthless too.
gotta say, what I do love about this car is just how you can peel out of the pit box.
It does like to throw the power straight down.
Yeah, like you're driving with your father's tires.
Now, why are you going off? Unbelievable.
Hi, Scar. Oh, Scar, you coward.
What?
You switched again? You couldn't handle the Corvette?
I'm having fun.
Bitch.
I think I'm gonna go back to the Corvette for a arena.
Oh,
Most
hi,
fun
John.
around the oval.
Yeah, it's very difficult to not have my tires be permanently yellow.
It's the fun cat.
So there's a couple places where like the white light disappears. How does track limits work here?
Try and keep it mostly out of the sand.
That does most of the work.
I probably enjoy this track in the yellow. The vents have
And what was your
all-
comment before? Do you want to go to a Miata?
Oh, what?
Your comment before about me being a pussy.
No, I called you a bitch because you left. You didn't stick
No.
with the challenge. I am not. I'm
My
sticking
original
with
challenge
the
was
Corvette.
the Ferrari. And then I left to do the Alpine a little bit on Tuesdays, and then the Cobra, Shelby was first, but Nürburgring. And then I did the Corvette for Monza, because it's more fun around there. Thinking about it for Linus as well, though.
Yamaha's and Trans Ams.
That's why the password is beaches.
I was gonna use bunker, but I don't know if people pick up on that.
Golf.
Yes, especially since this is now a golf course.
Where is this place?
It's just northeast of the Hamptons.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, the PGA Tour.
Bridgehampton. Near the Hamptons.
Yeah, by Sag Harbor. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh.
No, uh-oh.
Come on. Actually, listen.
Oh man, how's that not a track cut?
Where are you finding time?
By not taking turn 2 on the track.
You should go slower doing that, don't you?
Well, I did it. I also didn't mean to do it that way, but the brakes had another idea.
Because I have got penalty point offline going through there. I haven't today because I've been going too slow or just not being able to make it back on the track. Did you get anything for that, Ross?
What, a track cut?
Yeah.
No, because I probably gave it way too much time.
Well, that's where JP was talking.
Yeah, if you go off there, you're not really gaining much advantage. You're just holding on.
Maybe it's turn 1 I'm mixing it up with.
Uh-oh.
Damn, Oliver, where'd you find the horsepower?
I don't know. Oliver does something where he just manages to launch forward at people.
Okay, it's turn 1.
I don't know if it's gearing or like he throws a baby out the window like right at the right point and just picks up a bunch of momentum or something, but
Yeah, his exits are crazy. Yeah, Oliver, if you have an opportunity to pass me, you should do it. I have no idea what I'm doing. Like, see, I should have hit that apex. I didn't. Somehow I'm up 8/10, but whatever.
Hey guys.
Hey, John.
Hey, hey Ross. Are we gonna qualify together? It's like, how long is is the qualifying going to be?
It's 20 minutes, but yeah, we probably will do combined qualifying since we're all of fairly equal pace.
All right.
And there are not many of us. You didn't need those tires anyway.
I've got to put some rubber down so that it's there for me later.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Best lap is still like 3 seconds off. Oh.
Off real or what?
Off the pace.
Yeah, this is a fun track. Just the wrong car for it. Let's do the modern cars here.
Yeah.
Modern cars.
Has anybody got any tips for getting the pit stops to work? My pit call gets cancelled every time I come to the pits, and then if I reinitiate the pit call, they don't service me.
Alright, I have a chance.
What, because you don't have to take a stop?
I probably do. I have not done the math. I'm just trying to learn the track. Just a tank size juke. I'll do this bit.
We did have that problem testing practice. It didn't happen in the race. It was in the race. But it was more for a penalty, one of those red light leaving the pits penalty.
No, works for me. I requested pit, let pit board stayed up. The green icon did, and I'm getting service.
Mine went on then straight off. I didn't request it though, so I'll try that.
Oh, yeah. Mine's not giving service either.
Fine.
I'm guessing it has something to do with the entrance.
Slow line.
I will try again. I'll be a bit
Where's
more
your stall
aggressive.
located?
Mine?
Yeah.
Directly behind Kirby.
I don't know where that is. Like, is it towards the entrance, like where you come
no.
in, or for the exit?
No, closer to the exit. It's about midway.
Battle of Midway, huh?
Oh, don't get me started. Okay, that time it took it away.
I know a few people who have zero interest in the Battle of Midway.
What about people who have zero knowledge of it?
Also a good time. Alright, do we need to come in here? Like earlier or something?
So this time I had a slightly... I stayed
No.
closer to the pit divider.
Yeah.
I'm going to redo it this time. First time I was a lot closer to the pit wall than the track divider.
Oh, that way.
Yeah, I was closer to the right than to the left on the when it did work. This past time I was going a lot quicker.
So which side seemed to work better, being further left or right?
Being further right both worked. Further left did not work. I'm going to try replicating the right hand side now. Yep, it's worked for me.
Stay right?
Yeah, so if you were to take a look at what I did, I made sure to stay quite a ways away from the armor walls on the left. So maybe the line or whatever that separates the track and the pit lane is overly sensitive.
I'm about to come in. What am I doing?
Hug the right hand side, so don't get too close to the left hand guardrail.
Didn't work for me. You know, when I stayed.
How early did you get into the pit blend line?
Yeah, I went in the same spot you did.
Ah!
There's a shit ton of birds here.
There it is.
I'm in Ohio, birds.
They're far from home.
I thought they were F-15s doing a flyby. Flying too fast.
Nice formation.
I thought that was a bunch of birds.
Stupid chat.
Yeah, worked again for me.
I'm not gonna have time to get around and check this.
Yeah, I did the exact same thing, and it's loud.
It's immediately unrequests it as soon as you get to a point.
I love having issues. All right, I'm going to restart. Can't do restart practice, can I? Because it's gonna kill the rubber file.
There was rubber?
Yeah, it was under the sand. We'll go ahead and run through qualifying. We'll do a combined qualifying right now. And we'll just do the driver's brief afterwards, VWSD style. So good luck. See if we can get some of this issue resolved too. That's the game. All right, so I'll go ahead and kick off the brief real quick. It'll be a brief, so that way we can kind of do a little bit of quick testing here on the pit entrance, which I'll just start with that. I've found that if you run it right in the middle, it's fine. I don't even request a pit stop, and that seems to make things a little bit better for it. JT said that he was able to make it work over on the far right. It canceled for me there. If I ran too close to the wall on the left, it canceled. But if I stayed right about center of the track, or of the lane, I guess you could say, then it was fine. Yeah, this one's kind of a tough call just because it's a little bit weird. Scar, I think you said dead center and stick to the white line to the left of the pit entrance.
Yeah, I tried 3 times during that qualifying session to get it right, and the first time I stuck to the right, second time I stuck to the right, and it both cancelled out. But when I went into the pits at the end, then I stuck to that dotted line on the left of the little split lane, and then went straight center, and it just clicked up on for me and stayed up. So I was like, all right, that's going to service. Went down fine.
Oh. So I would say everybody just go ahead and try it out and make sure that you are able to get service by attacking it that way. Yeah, it's unfortunate that we didn't discover this issue until now, but we're dealing with it. Just as we go through, it's 44 lap race plus 1 for the formation lap. We are doing a formation lap this time because that's what they did. It'll be a double file start, traditional, I guess BWSC type rules where you can start accelerating once you cross the line. The driver on the inside, on the right-hand lane, controls the pace, and the driver on the outside lines up with them. And then, of course, the driver on the right needs to maintain a race pace if they're at the front, and then subsequent drivers behind them on the right-hand side need to make sure that they maintain a proper gap to the car in front of them. So that way we'll get up there. And like I said, as you cross the line, that's when you can accelerate away. We can probably go single file until we come through the hairpin, just so that way we're not on top of each other. There are only 11 of us, so that should be pretty straightforward. And then once you come out of the hairpin, double file. Make sure you're on Discord for the whole event, so that way you don't have to talk, but make sure that clutch and auto lift with only. Do the race here. We'll let this qualifying session, the warm-up session, run out, so that way everybody, well, maybe not run out, but we'll give everyone ample time here in this warm-up session to try out the pit road entrance to make sure that they're able to do it. Like I said, I don't recommend calling for a pit stop because it seemed like it screwed up every time it did that. I know that adds some time to the pits, but I guess if we're all doing that approach, then it should be fine. I just see that Daniel went into the pits. Daniel, did you have any troubles? Did it cancel on you? Looks like you might be concerned.
I was able to request it that time.
Yeah, I hit request and came in and it fielded it.
Okay. Yep. Okay. I probably won't get scared. But yeah, if you run up, again, to reiterate, as you come in, try and stay dead center and it should be okay.
I would also recommend not pitting on your final lap, but with an extra lap in the tank just in case.
Just because you've got an oil taken doesn't mean everyone else can do that.
Sure, that just means, you know, Ben, instead of lap 8, pit on lap 7.
Lap 4. The so the orange zone runs out to turn 4, which is that it's kind of like the second sharp right-hander that you come to. It's the one that's sharper than you really want it to be. It's Colisante corner. That's kind of for there. No pit lane speed limit. Obviously, we talked about the issues there. For track limits, one wheel on the racing surface at all times. Obviously, it's very easy to go off here, so if you do end up in the sand, just do what you can to get back on the track safely. I do recommend auto headlights and wipers as necessary. There is no rain or darkness in the forecast, but still probably good to have them anyway. Blue flag drivers, just treat all blue flag drivers like any other car, except blue flag drivers do not get thing against other cars. Always use the golden rule of racing. If you gain advantage through contact or track cuts or other means, please redress the time or position gained, and that should be good. If your race has been affected and you need to file an IRR, please do so through the link in Discord. Make sure you don't hit escape, and if you're stuck or anything, control delete, kill R Factor 2, come back in. You'll be down a couple laps, but a note kind of on the competition here today. Obviously, if you've been looking at the times, Div 3 does not have much at all of an advantage over Div 1-2, so be mindful that you probably will be in mixed company. It's just the nature of the track. Just pick your points to pass and work together wherever you can. It's a race, so we'll try and race within our class as much as we can. But yeah, it'll be fun, and for those who are racing on Saturday, it's certainly good practice for it. Yeah, I don't have much else to say other than the track is very winding. So as you are trying to battle and make passes and whatnot, just be cautious as you're going through. Be mindful of space and spacing as people are going through. Try not to send anybody off unnecessarily, and we should do a race. Any questions? Okay, so like I said, I'm going to go ahead and let warm-up run for a little bit here while we go through and everybody gets a chance to test. If you're going through and you're not finding that you can get service at all, that it continues to shut it off, please let me know so we can take a look at what's going on with you and get you in there. I know it's not ideal doing it this way. I do apologize for that, but we can at least work on trying to get everybody to satisfactory race.
Yep, I've basically in my mind confirmed that it's going too far to the right. Before the bridge, that's the problem. I just came straight in off the track, not an issue. And I just, before that, did a test of going straight along the right edge of the track, and that's where it seems to trigger to cancel.
You mean on the right side when you're in the pits already, or
no, when you're in that little slip lane? That little slip lane is the issue. I think halfway across that slip lane, it counts you as off track and cutting the track to try and get into the pit. And that's why it cancels, because the detection is too far to the left of where it should be.
So people are entering the pit entry line way too late?
No, you can enter it as late as you want. I just went straight off the track and it worked. It's if you're too far to the right, it will cancel for you. I will take a picture and show you what worked, and I'll put it on the Discord in a minute.
I've also found that if you're too far to the left, it doesn't like it either. At least when you're basically past where the pit road wall starts. This thing is chunky fun when it's full of fuel.
Is it now?
Uh-huh. You didn't need those tires anyway, right?
If I have problems, I'll just grab some of the Apex tires, throw those on.
Ben, are you still with us? I find it hilarious how patchy the shoulder of the road is. It's like years of vain attempts to keep the sand from reclaiming the surface.
I posted the pictures to show people how to get into the pits. It's all in the slip lane, the end before the bridge. If you go too far to the right before the bridge, it will cancel your stop once you cross the line into the pit lane.
Yeah, see, my pit entry that was denied. I was hugging that left line, the dotted line, up until the guardrail on the right at the bridge. I was starting to apex that guardrail.
So maybe it's that guardrail that does it. Get too close to that guardrail and that's what's awesome.
Yeah, I was super far left. The pit crew wasn't there. But you can still call the pit crew once you're in the pit, so it looks like.
They won't give you service. Yeah, because what happens when it kicks you out, it thinks that you've been on pit road, and then that you've left pit road. So when you call it, the logic in the background thinks like, oh, they've gone off of the pit road, so they'll have to come in again. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it has to do with like the timing lines and all that crap.
I stopped like 5 times. I don't have any issues at all.
Yeah, me too.
By the way, Russ, you're transmitting a lot of noises. A lot of squeaks coming from your desk or something.
I hate to hear that.
Yeah, I've been telling him he needs a new office chair for about a month now.
Office chair.
Yeah, that's what's squeaking, his chair.
But there's this thing called WD-40 that will fix it.
that available in Canada?
Canada.
I don't know that putting WD-40 on anything is going to prevent squeaking.
Well, there are better things out there, sure.
Or any kind of oil.
As long as you're willing to do it.
What, put oil on or squeak?
Fix the squeak, I mean. This is something new, by the way. It's like your boink is gone from your microphone.
John really wants you
Now
to
we
apply
have-
lube.
I'm getting that, yeah.
I think you had the lube, but you applied it somewhere else. Wrong.
Wow.
Boink is gone now. Somehow.
Oh no, did it dry out?
The boinging?
Can we start?
I'm just making sure everyone's had a chance to go through and
Yeah, I'm gonna try one more time.
Yeah, I think it's code. Maybe it's on the top.
Crap, I just did this entry and it messed up.
You miss your pit stop.
No, I didn't. It canceled it before. I avoided the armful on the right for later apex, and I might have got too close to the tires on the left.
So that's what's triggering it.
It's one of the two.
window. I think when Don redid some of the W stuff, it squeezed some things out.
All I know is when I take the pit entry a lot more cautiously, I haven't had an issue. It's only when I'm kind of pushing it a bit more.
I'm happy that I have one. I'm watching. Let's see if it works for him, although he might just be running laps. Alright, anybody else having any issues? Anyone not able to get service?
Happen. It's in it. Irregular.
Yeah. That's why you don't want to wait till your last lap of fuel to do it, just in case.
Hard time getting a consistent result, no matter where I turn in.
I was able to duplicate it finally. Getting too close to the tires definitely does it.
Yeah, I
Close to
think
the tires.
it's best to just take it really easy. If you're trying to push it and you go too close to the tires or too close to the armco, it just cancels.
That seems to be
Yeah.
the case.
Really likes the center line.
Yeah, so it really wants you to slow down and just take that center line perfect without a like sort of slide. Which is alright considering how small the pit lane actually is.
True. Hopefully we can.
Because the other pits are on the other side, aren't they? So they're on the left-hand side of the near the Armco. So that, yeah, hopefully Don's got time before the weekend because that might be problematic for those people.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
The first couple on the left, they're going to be aiming for that line near the tires anyway.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, sorry we're running a little bit later tonight, folks, but just trying to make sure that everybody is able to properly get in. What are we waiting on?
Nobody.
Why is it not flipping over?
It was slightly delayed earlier by like 20 seconds.
Attention grid, all non-essential personnel leave the grid now.
Really took its time thinking about going to the race. Somebody had to get a round of golfing, I guess. Almost done on the back nine. So just a reminder as we're going through here, it is a double file start. We'll go out single file. The drivers on the right will control the pace and spacing. Drivers on the left, just make sure you're lined up with those. Your race starts when you cross the start-finish line, which, to remind you, is where the umbrella stand is. Up on the left. Look for the guy with the umbrella if you don't remember where the line is. 10 seconds. You can smell the fuel.
Burning away.
Alright, take your time, hold, don't go yet. Alright, go ahead, Daniel. File, feel free to warm up your brakes and tires as you see fit. Just be predictable. As we come out of this hairpin corner here, we can go double up.
Staggered or directly beside.
Double file. So side to side. that's fine. NASCAR style. All right, good luck, everyone. Well, that's it, everybody. Hope you had fun. Hope everyone was able to make it around.
Good job, Oliver. Good job, Ben.
Yeah, Oliver, I don't know how the hell you managed to maintain that kind of pace and use so little fuel. And I guess that's all he's got to say on that. I don't know if he just was lifting off all the time or...
Oh man, I found if I lifted just around pit exit, I wouldn't really have to brake for turn 1 and 2. I could just coast through all that.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time I got out of turn 3, it was like 0.2 difference.
I just don't understand. I'm like watching Oliver's onboard. He's in second gear, so he runs lower gearing. Or I guess I should say taller gearing. It's just... Oh man. I don't know how he does it.
Does what?
manages to save like 3 laps of fuel and go 2 seconds faster a lap.
He must be the gas pedal whisperer.
Did you
Just
pit
like
when you had to pit then, or did you pit early?
I pitted 1 lap early.
I had 6 laps of fuel left in that. Like I had to try and pit 4 times, and then I left and came back, and then it worked. So in all, I spent 5 laps trying to pit.
I have ideas about how to fix that, so I'll have a look.
We've
So
spanned a bit in the track.
you're using 6 laps more fuel than I did in that first stint, Ross.
Yeah, I don't understand why.
I did send you my setup during the some point during there, so you can have a look and figure it out.
I'm guessing it's the gearing, that the gearing I have is too short.
Yeah, you might also be shifting a lot later than we are. Are you shifting at the red line?
Only on like certain turns, like 1 or 2 turns. Otherwise, it's pretty much early. But seeing how Oliver was in 2nd gear going through that long left-hand series.
It's got a lot of low-end torque, so you can get away with letting those revs drop. So I was, I don't think I'd used first at all. Yeah, no, I didn't use first at all around there. It was
Yeah.
3rd and 2nd for most of the corners.
So results say that Scar and Oliver were using about 4 to 4.1% a lap, Ross, whereas you were 4.75.
Yeah.
Maybe they're upshifting earlier.
I think it's just
I suffered the same problem, Ross. I pitted like 2 or 3 laps from the end because it was looking like it was going to be so close on fuel. When I was going to cross the line, I had 2.1 laps of fuel left.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I pitted early here because of that whole pit, whether the crew's awake or not issue. I would have, if I knew they were going to be there when I wanted them, I would have just stretched it 1 more lap like John did.
I actually thought you were going for the overcut, like getting in, getting it done, getting that out of the way, and hoping to put pressure on.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping to do. I was hoping so, but I was too far behind.
You did send a setup.
I think I just made too many more goof ups along the way. Mika and John had a pretty good battle early on, and then eventually Mika pulled away because I think that little car he drives handles so good on a course like this, and he's got it dialed in pretty good.
John had me. He blew his engine.
Is that what
Yeah,
happened?
he did.
Yeah, he was
coming to the line on the white flag lap.
I was wondering what happened. That might save me a little bit in the points.
Yeah, my race came
He must have downshifted more than he thought at one point.
Yeah, that's very easy to do though. I like it like that over the bumps, man. Like it keeps it stable. Like you don't hit the bottom of the bump stops.
It does take some getting used to, and you know, just being consistent with your braking and your gas inputs.
10 centimeters higher. That's just at the front.
I told you I ran my Nordschleife setup.
That's way high. Things on stilts.
Yeah, but think of all those jumps and weird bumps at the Nordschleife with the way the track.
Well, yeah, it makes sense there, but here, I mean,
you've got a lot of those moments where you're bottoming out in a corner, like around that first sector, those first 3 corners. There's a lot of compression moments where you want that extra travel.
That much travel, though?
I have to apologize to JT near the end there. I tapped him in the butt.
It's a big butt.
In What?
Yeah,
It's okay. People like butt touches. It's cool.
I was just trying not to lose momentum, and I forgot this is a tight section for that truck you're driving.
Yes. Ben went all the way around the outside there easily. Like he was waving
Ben's
his
got it so
hand out.
smooth. He just picks his spot.
It was completed before like we were halfway through the corner. It was unfortunate.
Yeah,
I went
Just
round
another
the
like
outside.
5 liters and he'd win that. 5 liters more in that tank, and that's his race.
I went round the outside of Ollie at turn 1.
Now that takes some confidence, right?
He kind of took up the inside, so I had nowhere else to go.
Okay, in that case, you did the right thing. Yeah. So was it Ben, Mika, and Jills didn't show up, so I kind of ended defaulted to third, I guess, in my class.
nice.
Well, for you trying to figure out what we did.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like it's different by that much. But like I look at the gearing and it's
How about the rake for when you're going fast and straight out?
Yeah, I think I've got like
Mm.
4 at the front and 6.2 or 3 at the rear. So that's where I do a lot of my getting the thing to turn in the rake. But yeah, no, every corner bar the 2 hairpins is that third gear. You got that first right hand hairpin, and then the corner after that, that's a second gear. The final corner, it's in between those two. If you get it just right, you can keep it in third and be faster. But if you bog down too much, that little hill getting out of the final corner just screws it up.
Yep. Every turn has its own momentum story.
Yeah, it's a great track. Great track.
Oh, I totally agree. I always enjoyed racing here. We've run so many races here in MNRL for the last, I don't know, 12 or 14 years.
So that pit stop thing's a new thing that hasn't happened in the past.
yeah, it's because Don had added a whole bunch more stops, and I think in doing so there was something that might have gotten goofed, or at least is sensitive in ways it wasn't before.
Yeah, I mean, the only way I could replicate it when we were testing offline was that it would cause that to happen when I got a red flag, uh, leaving the pits under a red light penalty, like before the session
Yeah.
had started.
Oh. Thanks, Oliver. Yeah, I'll have to do some homework, I guess, before the race. Although I have to hurry up and package up that Valkyrie so that way you can take a look.
This one pushes the envelope on the strategy a little bit more for fuel, right?
Oh yeah.
I felt the same way, and if I had to do it over, I would, like I said, I would, I'd risk it on that first pit stop. I've never run
What were
into
you
that
driving
before.
again? What were you in, Brett?
I've never run into that problem where even if you request a pit crew be ready, they may not work on your car.
Well, yeah, and it's just this track. There's, like I said, I think when Don was putting in the other set of the other row of pit stops, I guess you could say something something went funky there.
Maybe
And
there's some width parameters that need adjusting.
yeah, I'm not sure. They AIW files can be quirky about what it wants and where it wants things, but Ben said that he's got some ideas. I'll tag him in that one channel, so I don't know, maybe. Oops. 1964. Oh, I should probably post my files.
Anybody know where Jill's is this week, or did he say anything?
I'm not sure.
How long is this Miata series running, guys?
Not long enough.
Early December, I think.
That's it?
Just to the end of the year, basically.
This is
I
unbelievable.
might be able to squeeze in a couple of races, but this
Yeah.
is a hectic time of the year.
It looks like 17th of December at the Nordschleife is the last one.
Yeehaw!
Nordschleife, what a place to push a Miata.
Oh, it's wild. I've done it in iRacing. It is something else. Especially when you have like GT3s on track too.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So is that the most recent version of modern day Nordschleife?
I don't know.
It is modern, yeah. Okay, so next race is well, the next VHSC race will be the Provence Alps hill climb, which has been very nicely touched up, and that will be Thanksgiving weekend, George. So hopefully we still have a good number of people turning up. Obviously not Thanksgiving Day, but that's VWSC is going to run that weekend. MNRL obviously be the Tuesday before. And then the last one we've got will be on December 3rd. Hopefully we don't have too many people out hunting or anything like that.
Have you run this thing, Province Alps hill climb?
No.
It's not going to be that particular track anyway. That Payware Simtrax track, it's got holes in it everywhere. You fall to oblivion all the time. So we've got a different track as a backup.
Incentive to stay on course.
Yeah, it's crazy that they've got that as up for sale at the moment.
Yeah.
It's like anyone who buys that one thing will not buy anything else from you ever.
Right. I'm not coming back.
Models are well done and just holes everywhere.
I don't think this guy just pinged me. I don't know if that's the same car like the one that we have. So many cars to do. So much sleep to get.
You can sleep when you're dead.
Yeah, it's
That's some
fast
Jedi.
approaching. Getting closer every day. Wish I was the West Coast like JT, so it wasn't so late.
Yeah, but he has to do it early on the other end.
Now I gotta go eat
Oh,
dinner.
darn. 11 o'clock in the morning. It's such a travesty. He has the whole
Well,
rest of his day.
to be fair, the last couple races, I've also done broadcasts as well for WRL. So that means either 6 or 5 a.m. race start for me. So
Wow.
I'm already up. I've been doing commentating for like 4 hours by the time I hop in the final, 20-some minutes before qualifying.
Ugh.
That takes some discipline, I guess.
Yeah. And I don't see it really changing for next year. I have a feeling a lot of the schedules are just going to line up together. Conflicts everywhere.
Well, we'll have to see. I mean, it's possible that, that George ends up changing things up for when he runs. So this guy who has pinged me, it looks like he's taking parts off and he's not letting people paint them. Interesting.
What?
I don't know, he pinged me because he's I don't know, like he's been trying to get me to comment on the cars that he's doing. I think he probably ripped this sucker because I'm looking at it compared to the model that I have, which he's saying it's the one that he bought, and I'm pretty sure that's not what he did. For one thing, he laid out a bunch of UV mapping, or if he did, and he did it like in no time flat. Like I know that there are some good people who can do that mapping pretty quick, but that was in like a very short time. Not to mention he's been showing that he's been working on a bunch of other models at the same time, so it's like doubtful.
Yeah. Anyone who can put in a model very quickly is always very special. So much you can do. Like, unless you